Multiversus is dead. Again. So a couple of days ago, WB and Player First Games announced the game would be shutting down with its final season in this community post that they released on the game as well as their official social media channels. And it reads, and I quote, Season 5 will serve as the final update from Multiversus, beginning on the 4th of February and ending on the 30th of May. After Season 5 ends, players will be able to join the game offline for the foreseeable future. Visit our blog post and frequently asked questions for more details. Thank you for the support throughout this journey. Now, I have to say, I am a bit disappointed that the game is over. I found that the game was fun in the initial concept and that it had a lot of potential with Warner Brothers' vast IP. However, though, there is a problem that has been plaguing the game since its launch, and that was its focus on microtransactions. We all saw that every time there was a new update for this game, there was going to be a new collection of skins that, as time progressed, became more and more of what you needed to progress further in special events, basically making it in a sort of pay to participate sort of style. Now, while they never fully capped it off by saying you had to have selective skins in order to participate, it was starting to become very microtransaction heavy. And we saw that as time went on with the game from its initial relaunch, because you have to remember the game did have an open beta that happened from, I believe, 2021 to 2022. It then sort of went offline for a year as they went to do more polishing and plan out future content. But when it relaunched, it started to very much show some flaws early on, especially starting in its second season, to where they didn't seem to be introducing much other than new skins, and some additional characters were put into question, most importantly, Nubia, a D-list character from DC Comics, and I've seen that there were a whole bunch of characters that people were asking for, such as Ben 10, other characters from Adult Swim, and also the wide variety of categories that we could have had from HBO and HBO Max, or Max as it's now called. Quite frankly, it seems like this might not be entirely Player First Games' fault, but instead the mandates that were put on them by WB. We saw the same thing happen with Rocksteady and Suicide Squad Killed the Justice League, where they were forced to make a live-action Suicide Squad game even though Rocksteady was not initially on board with the idea. And now it seems like Player First Games, who actually created a game that people were enjoying, are now stuck with the fact that they are connected to a game that people have kind of sort of not been enjoying as much as they used to. And it's all been because of the microtransactions and the lack of new content. Sure, we get a couple of new characters every now and then, but it's only 2 characters. It was initially 3 characters when a new season came out, and then it was reduced to 2, and then they started splitting the battle pass, and then we had cosmetics being forced down to where we had to need to sort of buy them in order to unlock pretty much the free rewards. And it's become very heavy of studio interference. And I remember a quote a while ago from WB CEO David Zaslav stating that online games are going to be the more focus of the company. So, what does that mean for Multiversus? Well, they have not said it's a permanent shutdown, but I'm guessing the most likely we're going to see from it, and this is me just theorizing it from out of the blue, is that the game is going to be put on a hiatus while it can sort of be looked at behind the scenes. Possibly Warner Brothers is going to have some studies conducted on it saying, why did this game fall off? Was it competitors? Was it us? And it's a sort of a bunch of things. People sort of being done with live service games as being the main push, the aggressive focus on microtransactions, as well as the whole factor of there are just other better free-play games, and I find it pretty funny that this only comes out after about a month and a half of Marvel Rivals being available to the public. Now, with that being said, does Multiversus return? It's too hard to say right now because we don't know if the game is necessarily going to be returning at any point, if that's the plan, or if it's going to be up to the powers that be that to decide, hey, is this worth our investment? From now on, we're just going to have to be keeping an eye on this. I'm going to be making some videos about the Season 5 content and about my last days in Multiversus. We'll see if what happens. They did say that they were going to give the 2 characters Season 5 for free. I don't know which ones they are. I believe one of them is Aquaman. We'll see if what comes out of that, if they'll give that to us along with any new cosmetics. They did say that they are going to prevent any more purchases or microtransactions to Multiversus. They've stopped that, and it's going to be not available anymore on PC and consoles after a certain point. I believe it was in April. So this game is slowly just going to die out, and we'll see if it ever has the opportunity to make a comeback. But anyways, guys, thank you so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed, and if you did, please consider leaving a like, comment, and subscribe with the notification bell so you never miss a single video. Other than that, I've been GamerPlayZ, and I'll see you in the next one. Till then, laters!